Hi, my name's Larry Crisp. I'm from Denver, Colorado, in the United States, of course. And I come from a pretty eclectic background. I did professional musicianship. Actually, I was a rock musician, clubbed around all over North America, house band in Hawaii for a number of years. Did that for about 10 years, actually. And ended up getting a real job, becoming a stockbroker, eventually owned my own investment firm, which led me eventually into getting backdoored into network or multi-level marketing, which some of you may be familiar with if you're familiar with the home business space at all. And I did that and got very comfortable. I ended up making well into 7 figures in the multi-level marketing world and really enjoyed it. I love it conceptually, being able to help elevate other people and help them get what they want. But 15 or 20 years ago was a different ball game than it is today. And so I became somewhat disenchanted in the last 5, 6, 7 years and recognized that with technology, particularly commodity-based companies, companies selling products, was not the place to be in multi-level. With technology driving the price of things down, and now with even heavy regulation coming into play in that arena, in the network marketing space, I decided it was time to make a change. So I resigned a fairly significant residual income and set out on looking for something else to do with the next phase of my life. And after many months of research, I came across MOBE, My Online Business Education, and Matt Lloyd. And apparently I'd been on his website at some point. I'd opted into a list, never had really checked it out. But now I'm diligently looking, I'm anxiously engaged, and I got involved in the MTTB program. I looked at the 21 steps. I went over it literally in a couple of days. I flew through it and recognized a couple of things that were huge differences that set this apart for virtually anything else I'd looked at. Number one was the fact that MOBE deals with top tier or big ticket type items. I knew this was the place to be. I didn't need to sponsor literally thousands of people in order to break into a 6-figure income. I only needed a handful of people that could get the vision and coach and work with them to get them where they wanted to go. And number two was the accountability piece. And this is where everybody seemed to fall through the cracks in multi-level marketing. They would get sponsored by somebody who'd been in the business for a week longer than they had been, and then they didn't know what to do. It was kind of the blind leading the blind. Well, here nobody gets lost because you are assigned a personal phone coach, somebody that's certified and literally a 6 or 7-figure income earner working with you through the whole process. Now, for a baby boomer such as myself, someone in their mid-50s who recognizes that they need cash flow probably more than anything else moving into their retirement years, because, well, let's face it, the retirement historically, what we've been looking at for the last 40 or 50 years is considerably different than what we're facing today. Entitlement programs are drying up. Pensions and so forth, 401ks and IRAs are really very precarious places to be if you're invested in paper and so forth. That stuff can be wiped out just as it was 5 or 6 years ago. So I encourage people to develop multiple streams of income, create cash flowing business. This is the right place to be. Online is definitely the place to be. It's where you can literally cast a huge net, pun intended, on the internet and be out there in front of 3+ billion people who are online. This is definitely where you want to be with a big ticket item, with coaching. Nobody's left behind.